people that aren't on here. So I am on Zooms every single day. Okay. I am on Zooms every single day, whether it's a one-on-one, whether it's me hosting a team training for another team, for my team. I do one-on-ones with people that aren't on my downline. I am in three-way chats all day long. I am in, y'all, I run myself rapid, and Kelly, I love you, girl. So please don't think you can't loop me in a three-way, but here's the but. If y'all are showing up for your business, I'm here day in and day out. You want to loop me in a three-way, I'm there. But when you guys come to me month and month and month and month again and tell me the same things you're struggling with, I give you tips, I give you tricks, I work with you. Then we do another one-on-one, and you're doing the same exact thing this month that you're doing next month. The one-on-ones that I had this month, I got real with some of you. I called all of you out, every single one of you, because you know that I will never tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And I know a lot of people are intimidated by me, and that is not what I'm here to do. I am literally one of the nicest people you will ever meet in your entire life. I have the biggest heart, and that is what gets me in trouble. That is what makes it so I'm not setting boundaries. Okay. But what I am doing isn't duplicatable, right? And me and Rochelle were having this conversation at the dinner table last night, because she's been calling me out for a while on this, and I ignore her. And me hosting Zooms every single day, me chasing after people every single day, me working for your guys' dreams more than you're working for your own dreams, that's taking away from me working towards mine. That's taking away from me working with the people that are in my inbox every single day, that are reaching out to me every single day, that are showing up every single day. You want to work for your business. You want to be where Rochelle is, where Lindsay is, where I am. You want to be comfortable like that, then you need to start showing up. You cannot just show up one day a week, one day a month, couple times a year, when you feel like it, half-ass your IPAs, half-ass this, show up to Zooms when you feel like it. You can't do that. Because when you come to me and you start growing a team, y'all, people are always watching you. So I don't care what your tracker says. I don't care if your team's falling off. And that's the number one thing I hear all the time. Well, my team's not working. Are you? Because if I'm hosting your own team Zooms, and you guys know I will always do that. I am on power hours with your promoters. Why can't you guys do one-on-one Zooms with your promoters? Why can't you be on those Zooms with me? Right? So boundaries need to be set. And I don't want it to come off as y'all, I'm in my chats all day long. I am constantly hyping up that team chat. And you guys have probably noticed I have not been the past couple of days. There's a reason for that. I want you guys to step up as leaders. I cannot be the one who tells you, hey girl, you work in your business today? Hey girl, I haven't seen you showing up in your stories. Hey girl, how are you doing on your new trainings? Hey girl, how are you doing on the guides? Hey girl, how are you doing here? And I'm finding myself doing that because I blame myself when you guys don't hit this, or you don't hit that, or you don't get here, you don't do this, because I feel like I'm not doing what I need to, when really I have all the resources right in front of you. You come in my inbox and say, Sam, I'm struggling here. I'm going to work on that with you. But it's not up to me to come and chase you to ask you what you're struggling with and what you need me for. Right? That's not fair. And Rochelle was like, girl, you're on Zooms all day long, every day. But what are you putting that same effort into your own business? Are you running with the people who want to run? Are you allowing them to step up into their own leadership? Right? And that was something that I was like, you're right. I don't want you guys, when you have a team like I do, to be on Zooms every single day. I don't want you on every single work with me. I don't want you on every single training that there is to offer, right? That's not what I want from you guys. But what I do want from you guys is to show up as the leader that you want to be way before you're there. Because I can tell you right now that that is why I am where I am. And me and Tanya had this conversation, actually. She was like, but what's the secret? Like, how did you get here, right? We had this conversation. She literally looked me in my face and asked me this question, okay? And I almost shit my pants. I was like, girl, exactly what I teach you every single day, exactly what I show you guys every single day. And does it happen overnight? The day that you eat the fruit, or the day that you plant the seed, is not the day that you eat the fruit. And you guys hear it all the time. It takes time. And when you think no one's watching you, and you think no one's listening to you, and you think that there's people that aren't enrolling, your inbox is dry, people are always watching you. Y'all, I had 14 promoters sign up with me today. I don't know a single one of them. I don't know a single one of them. I had to literally text them and be like, do I know you? Hi, I'm Sam. Like, hey, where'd you find me? TikTok, Instagram. Girl, I've been watching your TikToks for a month. You've been showing up on my page for 3 months. I've been watching your reels for 6 months. I've been watching your Facebook lives for 5 years, for 2 years, whatever it is, right? They didn't just add me yesterday and then join my team today. Why they signed up as promoters, I don't know. Half of them wanted samples. I think they're confused. But these people were all watching me. These people have been watching me for years, right? And some of us are so quick to give up when we don't see the results right away. We're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, blah, blah, blah. When something isn't working, I need you guys to figure out what that is, because it's not, is it not working because you're not seeing the results right away? Or is what you're doing not working, right? When I realize that my screen time is 9 hours a day, but my inbox is dry, that's a problem. I'm not working my business, right? When I noticed that, yes, when a girl messaged me last night saying she's been secretly watching my stories for a while and she was asking about some products, always. People don't want you to know that they're watching you. Why? Because they don't want you to cold message them. They don't know that we don't cold message. And you have to remember that people that aren't in this business don't know what that is. They don't know what the free products is and not paying fees, and all. People don't know what that means and what the importance of that is, right? So they're just kind of watching. But the main thing they're watching is for you to give up. They want to be like, good thing I didn't join her. Couldn't be that great, right? And every time I feel, y'all, I will be completely blunt with you. I've never had that feeling of I want to give up. It's never been an option to me. I almost over show up, right? We all know this. It's like a day in the life of Samantha. I should have a TV show. But I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about my why. I'm not focused on today's results. I'm focused on what do I do every single day that is going to get me to the end result, to where I want to be. And I have people come to me this week and they were like, well, I'm not here, for financial. I didn't start for financial goals. I started for XYZ. That's fine. That's great. But what's your end goal? Like, what's your end game goal here? Where do you want to be? Like, y'all know I've been on Zooms and I've talked to you guys about what numbers do I want to see? Like, what do you want in a savings account? What do you want your Christmas to look like? Christmas is in 6 months. So if you don't like the way your Christmas is looking right now, what are you doing to ensure that you have a better Christmas for your kids this year than you did last year? Right? Are you showing up? You guys want $4 grand a month. You guys want $4 grand a week, but you're putting in $1 an hour work ethic. That doesn't add up. Those two don't add up. And it's end of month today. And I know some of you have already given up because your tracker doesn't say what you want it to. I already know that. I've had conversations with you guys. I can see the way you show up. I cannot physically reach out to every single person on my team. It's impossible. But I see what you guys are doing. I see who's showing up and who's not showing up. But that's also not up to me, right? I found myself being like, oh, this girl's struggling, but she's not on these Zooms, right? And that turns me into a micromanager, and I don't want to do that. It's not up to me to run your business for you. It's not up to me to remind you of, why you're showing up. I have them on a board. I know why you're here. And if you want to work with me one-on-one and run every single day, I'm here. But I can't be the person that messages you to remind you of why you said yes. Rochelle doesn't do that for me. Why? Because it's my own business. You are in control of your own business here. We're a team. We are a family. I am here to lead you, guide you, all of the things, but it is not up to me. And I shouldn't feel guilty because my team chat is crickets. I should not feel guilty because I'm doing one-on-one Zooms and then nothing's being produced from them. I should not feel guilty because somebody who told me they wanted a brand new vehicle is not showing up anymore because it didn't happen, or life happened, or their kids being loud, or whatever is going on. I can't put that all on my shoulders, y'all. Right? So I needed to start this Zoom off by telling you guys that I am setting serious boundaries. I will be doing one-on-ones, but y'all are going to come to me and ask me for the one-on-ones from now on. Okay. I am not going to make this whole schedule, put it in the team chat, then to get canceled on 15 times a month. That's not happening anymore. You guys want me, you guys need me. My phone is on me day in and day out, and I will always be here. But I gotta stop chasing the people who don't want this as badly as I want it for them. If you want to thrive for free, that's my goal too. You hear it all the time. You want grocery money? That's my goal. You want to get off WIC? You want to get off government assistance? You want to be home with your baby? That's my goal too. And I'm here to run with you. But I can't message you every day and be like, hey girl, remember you told me that your goal is to make $5 grand a month? Well, your tracker only says you're at 200, right? That's not my job. We are our own bosses here. And if I had to rely on Rochelle to message me every single day to tell me what I need to do or to remind me of why I said yes 2.5 years ago, she'd be pretty freaking burnt out, don't you think? And I noticed that I'm pouring all of this energy into everybody else, and I'm forgetting about myself. I am so tired by the end of the night that I'm like, I didn't even work my own business today. I don't even think I finished a full round of IPAs today. Why? Because I'm on one-on-one Zooms. I'm picking up work with me's. I'm hosting my own team power hours. I'm hosting other people's team power hours. I'm in all these people's inboxes trying to help them navigate because they decided to work their business today. I saw this girl show up on her stories that hasn't been here in 6 months, right? And then somebody enrolls a promoter and they're ready to go. They're messaging me again. They're ready to go. They're whatever it is. But if you guys would have just been showing up the whole entire time, you wouldn't miss the trainings that you're hearing every single week on the trainings that we have here for you. If you're struggling with something, are you going into the team page? Say it's growing your network. Y'all, do you know how many team trainings we have on growing your network in our team page? We have a lot. And that is one thing that's grown me into the leader that I am today, is that I never expected a handout. I never expected somebody to hand me the answer. I went and found it myself. Not because I don't rely on Rochelle, not because I don't want you guys coming to me, but I want to know how to find these answers myself too. And if I can't, you're damn right, I'm gonna bug Rochelle, right? But I like to go into the team page when I'm struggling and really dig my mind into areas, right? But I have people who join me and they tell me what they want and then they don't show up. The second they have a headache, the second they don't feel good, their stomach hurts, their kids being loud, their kids crying that day, kids are at school home for the summer. Y'all forget everything. You forget why you said yes 2.5 years ago during winter. If you were vision focused on why you're here, it wouldn't be up to me to run your business. It wouldn't be up to me to remind you of why you're here. It is the 30th of the month or the 29th of the month. Did y'all wait for a promo to come out to start working your business? Did you look at your tracker today and say, oh God, I am not where I need to be. What do I do? I'm gonna run like hell for the last 2 days of the month, run myself rapid. But if y'all would have just been showing up every single day, you would have gotten there. You will get there when it's your time. Your story and your pace here isn't defined by how quickly Lindsay got it, how quickly Sam got it. Because I had a wicked slow start. And I don't know if y'all remember that, but I did. Took me a year to get 4K. Some of y'all give up after a month, right? Took me a year. During that year, do you know how many seeds I planted? How many people are reaching out to me today? I joined March of 2020, and there are people joining me today that have been watching me and ghosted me in 2020, right? They're watching you. They're going to join when it's their time. They might be going through a struggle right now. They might be not needing weight loss. But in a year, they're going to have a baby. They're going to go through postpartum. And are you going to be the Thrive girl that they go to? Or do you want them to go to somebody else because you decided you didn't want to show up because nobody reached out to you today? It's been a rough week. Y'all, me and Rochelle had this conversation last night. Our enrollments have sucked. right? Sucked for a while. I just started picking back up, but it was because I was spending all my days, all my time trying to work everybody else's business for them, trying to get them to show up for their own business, hosting one-on-ones with people who tell me the same things every single month. So with that being said, my schedule will be switching one-on-one Zooms. I will always put a schedule out quarterly, but the monthly thing, and then people canceling on me or telling me the same thing every single month, I can't do that anymore. I need to match energies. I need to stop letting my heart get the best of me, because I want this for every single one of you. And I don't care if you're on my downline, if you are under one of my promoters, you come to me and you're in my inbox and you're ready to go, I'm going with you. You want to message me at 2 a.m. Kelly knows this too. I'm there. My phone, I might be sleeping, but I'm going to respond. I will always respond to you guys, and I will always run with the people who want to run. Kelly, I don't get paid off her. She loops me in 3 ways. She asks me questions all the time. I would hop on a Zoom with her if she needed me to with a potential. No questions asked. Are you doing the same thing for your downline? Are you only showing up when you sign a promoter? Because I had to build my foundation first, and your team comes in and works 40% of what you do. Think about that. Right? Think about that. So if you're only showing up 10%, they're not going to show up at all. That's not a thing. And if you're like, I'm just going to like sit back and I'm going to wait until I get a team, and then I'm going to work my business when I get a team. How? It's not going to work. I had to fail. I had to have people ghost me. I had to have hard conversations. I had to lose my rank. I had to not thrive free a couple times. I had to get 0 paychecks, $25 paychecks. I had to get in my own head. I had to grow. I had to not know how to do certain things. Then I had to pick myself back up and learn through those seasons. Why? Because when my promoters come to me and they're like, Sam, I'm really struggling in this area. I don't know what to do. Great, girl. I remember being there 2 years ago. Let me help you through that. This is how I got through it. But if you don't ever even put one foot forward to allow yourself to fail through those seasons, I promise you, as quickly as you see somebody come in here and rank up, they lose it all when their mindset isn't ready for it. I know, because I was that girl. It happened quick. I hit 4K, lost it all for a year. But because I kept going, because I didn't look at that tracker and let it define me, and I just worked, I had a goal. I have visions. I have dream boards up. I take my business seriously, y'all. I promise you, when you start treating this like a business, you can't go to your 9 to 5, clock in, work, do nothing. You're going to get called into the office. You can't go in there with an attitude, not show up and respond to your group messages when your boss is asking you to do something, right? So I am not your boss. That's not what I'm here to do. We all joined this because we wanted to be our own bosses. Are you showing up like that? Or are you waiting for me to tell you to work your business? It's not up to me to go into the team chats every single day and be like, let's go. I did. But when it's crickets and y'all are coming to me in a week, in 2 weeks, and you're like, I'm just really, I'm stressed out. I have no time. Y'all, that's my fave. That's my favorite excuse. Why? Because you need to start showing up for your why and not your excuses. And I wrote this in big, bold letters. Big, bold letters. What's your why? Not your excuses. Not why you're not showing up. Why are you here? Every single one of you said, yes, you could have stayed a customer. Felt bomb, but you decided to do something. You decided to click that button for a reason. And I don't care if it takes me 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years, I'm going to cross every single thing on all my dream boards off. I don't care how long it takes me, but I show up every single day for those visions. Not for what I'm seeing right here. I didn't enroll somebody for a week or two. Okay, great. That's fine. I'm still planting seeds. I'm having conversations every day. I'm working my business every day. So when that girl that's not ready to join my team today, that's not ready to be a customer today, goes through a season in a month where she's going through her postpartum journey. She got divorced. She had 3 kids. She's moving. Maybe she's moving right now. She's going through a really tough season. Maybe her kid's going to need her home full time in a year. Are you going to be the person she enrolls through because you were consistent every single day? Because if not, they're going to go to the girl who was. And I feel like a lot of you really needed to hear this tonight, because we're wanting all these big dreams, but we're showing up at $1 an hour work ethic. What is that noise, y'all? Hold on. I feel like somebody's in my driveway. Nobody comes here. Yep, my landlord's here. Okay, that's great. That's fine. Probably hearing me preach. It's probably like, who's this girl talking to? It's fine. We're good. But I needed you guys to hear my heart, because I love every single one of you so much. So much. And I wish I could tell every single one of you individually how worthy and how capable you are and where you could be in 5 years if you just showed up. But it's not up to me. And Rochelle really hit me in the feels last night by telling me, you need to stop doing all the things, right? My first thing was like, well, if I don't go in my team chats, if I'm not doing this, are they going to give up? Are they going to quit my team? I don't want them to leave. That shouldn't be up to me. That shouldn't be on my shoulders. And if you guys at this point don't know what kind of leader I am, and you don't know that you can come to me when you're struggling and we can work through it, and you don't know that I am here to work with every single one of you, it's not up to me to prove that, right? I want to work with the people who had me put their visions up on my board, and they don't care if it takes them 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. Y'all, you could call me and be like, I need to hop on a Zoom and just do a round of IPAs with you. I need discipline. I would do it every single day if that's what you needed. But if you're not coming to me and telling me what you're struggling with, and you're waiting for me to come to you, and then you're going to give up and see, well, Sam just didn't come and ask me what I was struggling with. That's not fair, right? Probably not. So I needed to say that. I needed to talk about that. I needed to put that out on the table, because Rochelle totally called me out last night. She was like, girl, you're on Zooms every day, all day. You are in your team chat more than your team is. That's taking away from you changing lives. That's taking away from you finding the people who really want this, right? And I don't care what your tracker says. If y'all haven't figured that out yet, I don't care. I care. I love y'all, but it doesn't define you. It doesn't define where you're at on my team. It doesn't define whether you pick up and host a work with me. You guys are the only ones holding you back from becoming the leader that you want to be. That's it. You are in control of your business. You cannot put that on your leader. You cannot put that on your upline. You cannot put that on Lindsay. You cannot put that on this team. It's up to you to show up every single day. And my routine and what I do to work my business might not work for y'all. That's okay. Always take what you want and leave what you don't. That's the beauty of all of us leading in different ways. Some people vibe with other people. I was talking to Rochelle about this last night too. I was like, girl, I have people from other teams that talk to me more than they talk to their upline. I thought Kelly, I didn't even know she was enrolled under Rochelle, bro. You would have sworn she was under me. Never thought twice about it. Emma, she came over here and I was the first person she came to before she gave up on this business. Why? Because I show up. I'm consistent. She knows that she can come onto my team, whether she benefits from me or not, and I'm going to love on her. That's the community I want. And that girl's in my inbox more than anybody on my downline. Asking me questions, asking me for help. Kelly too. Anybody. Because I can't read minds. And if you guys are letting your pride get in the way and saying, oh, I don't want to ask Sam for help because I asked her for it last week. Y'all, I don't know you're still struggling with it if you don't tell me. And then you're going to struggle through it. And you're going to give up because you're not willing to ask for help. I annoyed the crap out of Rochelle for my first year. I wish you guys could be a fly on my wall. That girl probably wanted to block me, delete me, unfriend me, unfollow me. Unfollowing your upline is not the answer. I also want to say that. Comparison mode is real, but if you're comparing yourself to your upline, the person you joined, the person that you're looking up to because you want your business to be where theirs is, and you unfollow them, that's an ego issue. And I will be the first one to say that. Am I telling you to go and not unfollow people that you're comparing yourself to? No, maybe mute them, maybe like take a step back. But that's a huge self-development ego issue. You joined who you joined for a reason. Just because their business is where it is, maybe faster, maybe quicker, maybe better, maybe they're having a better season than you. Why aren't you doing what they're doing? Why aren't you showing up the way that they're showing up? Why aren't you putting in as much effort as they are? You think ignoring them and unfollowing them and muting them and whatever you're doing is going to make it all go away and make your business change? No. You're going to go and follow somebody who's showing up like you are. So you have nothing to compare to. You're like, oh, well, what I'm doing is fine because they're showing up. They're only putting 3 slides up. They share their products and then they're gone. I can do that too. When you have somebody that you're watching every single day, and a lot of you watch me, are you showing up the way I do? Are you putting in as much effort into your business as I am? Because you cannot be mad that you're not going to be where I'm at if you're not putting in the same work ethic. You can't do that to yourself. Start mocking what they're doing. Start showing up the way they're showing. If they're going live, you go live. You want to go, you don't want to do it by yourself? Okay, great. We have 55 team chats that you can be like, hey, I really need to go live. I need my audience to hear somebody else's story. Will somebody go live with me? I don't care if it's crickets. I'm gonna be like, I will. Got you. Any one of you. Okay. I'll admit I'm not one to ask for help, but I told Lindsay I'm about to. Girl, I'm telling you, annoy her. Annoy her. Annoy us. I know she looped you in. She looped you into a 3-way chat, right? Yeah. Annoy the shit out of me. I want you to, because I tell people that if you enrolled with me, you know. I tell you guys from day one. I need to turn on my light. It's dark in here. I tell you from day one, if you're not annoying me, if you feel like you're not annoying me, you're not asking me enough questions. If you're trying to do everything by yourself and then you go do it wrong, or you don't know what you're doing, yo, I need to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Julie, she's brand new. She's a why person. She needs to know why she's doing what she's doing, right? She's like, I want to see how an order is done. And I'm like, all right, girl, well, I can't show you until we have an order, right? I can explain it to you, but it doesn't make sense until we do it together. And she's also somebody who's very strong. So she wants to just do it. She doesn't want to ask for help, right? She wants to figure it out. But after I show her 2-3 times, she's not going to need me anymore. But if she would have never asked me for help, she wouldn't know. She's going to struggle her way through, right? You have to be willing to ask for help. If you are brand new here and you're not talking to your enroller every single day, we have a problem. It's not up to your enroller to message you and be like, hey girl, where you at with them guides? I do it though. Not anymore. You guys need to, I match efforts. Your enroller matches your efforts. If you're not showing up for your business, why should I show up for your business? Right? That doesn't make sense. So I hope that I really hope that that was not read. I really hope that you guys felt my heart through that. I didn't want it to come out in a bad way, but I need to start giving as much energy as I'm giving to every single one of your businesses to my own. And if you guys come to me, I'm dropping everything and I'm there, period. But I also need to know that if you're asking me a question, my team chat, if you're not asking my team chat directly, yo, I have so many leaders in there that will answer you. So many. If I can't answer you in 5 seconds, that's okay with me. I need that to be okay. That was another thing. I was like, well, what if they go and ask Lindsay for help? That's going to make me look like I'm not working with my team. Right? That's how I was feeling. That's an ego issue. That's a self-development thing. Like that's something I had to work through. That's my own limiting beliefs. If my team gives up because I don't answer them in 5 minutes, you're not cut out for this. Right? There is nothing so important that I cannot wait 5 minutes to respond to you guys. And you know, if you message me, clockwork, I'm messaging in 5 seconds. That's a boundary issue. I need to start putting my phone down. My screen time is 2 hours today, and I got so much done. It was like 8 hours last week, 9 hours. That's a problem, right? That's a problem. My TikTok is blowing up. I have TikToks going viral daily, and I cannot keep up with my TikTok. Want to know what I started doing? I made a board replacement. I'm making them add me on Facebook or Instagram and send me a message over there. Out of the 90,000 people that responded, probably 70 of them actually went and did what I told them to do. Those are the people that I'm going to have conversations with instead of every single person on TikTok commenting info on my freaking stuff. I'm getting better about my shit. I'm not chasing people that don't want this. And I don't want that duplicated down to my downline. I don't want you guys to see me on every single freaking Zoom and think that you have to be. But I know who's catching replays. I know who's struggling in areas, but also not going on trainings. Monday night should be a non-negotiable for every single one of you. You do not have to show your face. We are not asking you to talk. Y'all, I was working my second job with my headphones in, waiting on customers. Tanya's doing it right now. She can hear me. She has wireless headphones in and she's waitressing. There's no excuse. None. You guys have to start showing up as the leader that you want to be. And if you didn't like the way June looked and you're going into July doing the same damn things over and over and over again, you're going to produce the same results. And I feel like we have this conversation all the time. So what do I do at the end of the month? Work the same way I was working at the beginning of the month. I don't just start working my business at the end of the month. And so many of you do. You're like, oh God, it's the 29th. I have no customers. I have no promoters. I have not been on a work with me all month. I haven't been on a Monday night huddle. I haven't been on this. I haven't done this. I haven't done this. I never sent thank you cards to even the one customer I had. Might want to do that. Y'all, if you did these things, I started putting, what are they called? Timers on my phone. So every single customer I had in May, January, February, March, June, last month, I had an alarm set for June 6th that so every time I enroll a customer now, I get a thank you card out. I have like 90 bajillion of them. Where are they? I literally I got a coffee the other day and I think it was karma and it was like Jesus or whoever's way of telling me that I was not supposed to get a coffee. And I, no joke, had it right here. I'm like wiping my desk down because I'm a clean freak. I'm wiping it down and my coffee spilled all over into my desk, into my drawers. I literally took my drawers out and threw everything in the trash. It's fine. It's my life. But I got these thank you cards. I buy them by the box, right? So I get this huge box and they come in like little boxes. So I think it was like $6.99. I can't remember exactly. And it comes with thousands of thank you notes. Y'all can spend $6.99. It's a tax write-off and get thank you. Welcome to the day in life of Samantha. Thank you cards. They're simple. They're cute, right? Handwritten thank you notes. There are so many of my promoters. Hi, baby. I saw him, Kelly. I'm sorry. I was spilling stuff. There are so many people that I have, my customers, my promoters. They literally have my handwritten thank you cards on their fridge. I'm big with it on my customers and I slacked with my promoters, right? So I'm trying to get better at that, but it's hard. It's really, really hard. When I'm trying to do 90,000 things, you need to find what works for you. That's something I was struggling with. I'm fixing it. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. No. Okay. So I get these little thank you cards. Every time somebody enrolls as a customer with me, there's a black label stuck to these. Every time somebody enrolls as a customer with me, every time somebody reorders, I literally get their thank you card out. I get the envelope. Sometimes I just take the envelope out and I write their name on it, first, last name, blah, 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 and I put it aside. Then I have an alarm set, like a reminder on my phone that tells me 3 times a month to send out my thank you cards. Right? People for the beginning of the month, the middle of the month that ordered for me, and then the end. A simple thank you card. Do you know how excited that gets people? If you have plus line items, I get Thirst. I just got the Pink Pro IC with caffeine. I'm literally taking one packet. I'm sending it in a thank you card to all my customers, especially my auto ship customers. Those are what get me on my free getaways, right? I am sending them it's either a packet of Thirst and a thank you card saying, thank you so much. Me and Jay really appreciate all of your support. It means the world to me. Or it means the world to us. And I handwrite it in my messy ass handwriting that looks like a 4-year-old wrote it. It's the thought. right? It's the thought. But I am telling you that that has gotten me so much retention. And then another thing I'm doing that I wanted to share with you guys. Jason's playing his video game. Another thing I do is I want my customers thriving for free, right? You want auto ships, you want those people staying and ordering every single month. The reason I get mine and my trackers are filled already for that trip before it even came out is because I'm huge on getting my customers to thrive for free. You want them ordering every single month? Okay, well, when life happens and they can't afford their Thrive, they have credits every single month. How do they get that? You're going to take a 1-day sample, a 2-day sample, say, hey girl, I'm so excited that you're trying this when they order their month supply, right? And say, hey girl, I'm so excited you're getting on the 3 steps. I'm going to send you, I don't know, do a 1 or 2-day sample, whichever you're comfortable with. 2 days is probably better. Okay. I'm going to send you 2 2-day samples, get it into your friends and family's hands, right? Then they're going to give it to the 2 people. They only have 2. So they're going to give it to the 2 people that they really think are going to do this with them. They're thriving for free. Those are their referrals. I'm signing those people up under that customer. My customer is now thriving for free every single month. Then what do? When those people order, I say, hey girl, I message them personally, email them, or I loop in with the customer that I have that referred them. And I'm like, hey girl, I'm about to mail you 2 3-day samples or 2 2-day samples worth of the 3 steps. Get them into 2 people's hands. Let's get you thriving for free next month. Simple stuff, y'all. That is retention galore right there. Taking care of your people. We get our products for free, right? Maybe you're not thriving for free yet. I get that. Get a box of Thirst. Get a box of the pink collagen, or Thirst would be better, right? Because it comes in 30. You can take 1 little packet and send it out if you're not getting a lot of free product credit. Invest in your business. It's a tax write-off. $30. You can take that and turn that into thousands of dollars in volume by sending 1 thank you card. People appreciate that stuff. They love that stuff. When I first started, y'all, I didn't have plus line items. I literally took these little thank you cards, I wrote in them, and I put candy in them. Like I went to the dollar store and got like mints and like random candy. And me and Whitney would sit on the floor and we would write our thank you cards out, put candy in there and ship it out. We had these little mesh bags that you can get at like anywhere, right? And we would ship them out. Those people are still thriving with me today, right? Simple things that I've started implementing and I fell off, and then I was like, no, you really need to do this. Like that's where your retention is. And that is why my trip trackers are filled with my auto ship customers way before they need to come out. Something else I want to talk about. Okay. Then I'm going to get to end of month and I'm letting you guys go. The way that you're talking about, so I know, because I teach my team this too, guilty. Something I've been switching up for the past couple of months is the way that I'm talking to my customers. So after somebody brand new comes and orders with me today, I'm not just going to go in and delete their auto ship, right? I'm going to say, hey girl, I'm going to keep you on my discount program. That's what I'm calling it. I'm going to keep you on my discount program. It ensures that you get free shipping every single month and 20% off. I will always message you before it runs because I have an alarm. I have it set in my calendar to tell me XYZ's auto ship is coming out 2 days before. I check in with them and say, hey girl, your discount order is about to come out. Is there anything we need to switch? Do we need to move it out? Are you all set? Do we need to change shakes? Anything like that? 9 times out of 10, they're like, no, I'm all set. Run it. Okay, great. Boom. Then I'm going to send the credits to their account. I don't send the credits to their account until I know that they're letting it run, right? I don't want credits sitting in random accounts. But instead of just going in and immediately deleting their auto ship, which is, I know what I'm teaching you guys, I am well aware, so I'm calling my ass out too. But for the past couple of months, I've been doing this, especially with people that are getting the 3 steps, right? I simply just say, hey girl, I'm keeping you on my discount program. It ensures that I pay your shipping every single month because I'm sending my free product credit. I know at the beginning of the month, these are my auto ship customers. I need to save this amount in credits for free shipping between mine and Jason's account. I have auto ship customers on both. And then I save those aside so that way I can send it 2 days before their discount program goes. I message them and say, hey girl, your Your order's about to come out. Do we need to change anything? You want to try some new shakes? You want to upgrade your patch? You want to add sculpt? You had sculpt last month. Do you want to get rid of it? Do you still have some left? Like, simple. Ever since I started doing that, instead of just going in and deleting it, stop assuming what people have in their pockets. We're not here to do that. They love free shipping. They love a discount, right? Whether it's free shipping, y'all know I will go and spend $300 online and I'll see $14 in shipping. And I'm like, nah, I'll keep it in my cart. I'm like, right. It's who we are. People love to know that they're being taken care of. And then if you're reaching out to them instead of just letting it run, even better, because if they need to move it out a month, they can. They're not stuck in it. You can cancel it. You can move it out 3 months. You can move it out next month. They order with BOGO. You can push it out to the next 2 months because they're good. It's all about the way that you're wording things. And I really had to switch it up. So that is what I do. And I have not had a single person tell me no. I haven't. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. Stop just deleting the auto ships. Call it a discount program. Say, hey girl, I'm going to keep you on my discount program and make sure you get 20% off every single month. I will never just let it run. I will always message you personally 2 to 3 days before it comes out to make sure you guys can push it out there like, oh, payday's really hard this week, like my bills, whatever. Push it out. Say, okay, girl, that's fine. I'm going to put you on the next date, the next run date. That's fine. It's like 2 weeks after. They have 2 weeks to prep, but you're still going to remind them before it runs that it's coming out, right? Shit happens. Car broke down that week. Their kids needed something, whatever, life. They have the option. They're not stuck. Okay. So that's huge, huge, huge about retention. That is how my trip trackers are filled already. Same with like, y'all, they did this for 4Ks. The whole time I have been here, they have never allowed 4Ks to go, not to mention to not have to have auto ship. Y'all don't have to have auto ship customers to go to this trip. Freaking no brainer to me. It's all about volume. $500 in new volume until September. You don't have to do $2,000 in volume in 1 month. You have until September. Yeah, I do that it's done. Right? So now I'm working, my 12K is locked. Everything's locked in. But if you guys are running for 4K, if you are not running for 4K and you have never hit it and you're like, I can't do it. It's out of my reach. It's not in my realm. It's not this. If you're already telling yourself that, it's not going to happen. It's so maintainable. You can have 2 people come in tomorrow, hit their VIP 1,600. Y'all, you're already halfway to 4K. You only need to get 4K 2 out of the 4 months. You don't have to do it every single month. 2 out of the 4 months. Once you get it, you got it though. You know how to get it once, you know how to get it again. Right? Every single one of you I want on this trip with me. I am not missing this one. Both my parents died, so I can't like not go. My dad just died. That was why I didn't go to Vegas. Then I had to go clean out his house for Puerto Vallarta. I am not missing this trip. Don't care. But I want my team there with me, right? So the fact that they're enrolling this for 4Ks is huge, 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 huge. And if you are somebody who is not going live at least once a week, you need to get it. You need to get somebody going live with you. That is where I get 90% of my promoters and customers is my lives. They feel it in my heart. I just had this girl who messaged me. I was going live on Facebook before I got on here. And I was talking about, yes, Kelly, I will. I just saw your text message. I'm so sorry. Yes, I will. She was talking about, she was like, I was really listening to your, I talk about how we don't have fees, how we don't have auto ships, how we don't have this, how we don't have that, right? And she's over there doing all of that in her company. She's stuck in an auto ship just to maintain, just to be active every month. She has to pay a fee. She has to buy products every single month on top of that just to be active. We don't have to do any of that. So I'm talking about that. I was like, when I started, I was broke. I didn't want to have to pay for my products every month. I didn't want to have to pay a fee just to be able to make a paycheck. Y'all, these people pay fees, more in fees than they make in a paycheck, especially their first one. Then they have to maintain that. These fees are anywhere from $50 to $80 a month. We don't have that here. So I'm talking about that. And she was like, girl, you just spoke right to my soul. I don't want to jump companies. I'm really scared to just wake up and be like, oh girl, I'm like, now I'm with Thrive, blah, blah, blah. But like I told her, if you're not happy with your current company, people can feel that. People know that. It's one thing to hop a company today, tomorrow, the next day, join this company, do this. Y'all, everybody, if y'all have not seen, there are a lot of thrivers leaving right now. And I promise every single one of you, they're all coming back. Every single one of you. I promise you that. Because the flashy things in their face right now, they don't want to work their business. They think they're going to take the work ethic they have here and bring it somewhere else and be successful. It ain't happening. So do not worry about whose grass is watered, how it's getting watered. Water your own damn grass, and you won't have to look side to side at what everybody else is doing. And I talked to Rochelle about this last night. I've done my research, y'all. I mean that. I have seen the comp plans. I've seen what's out there, not to mention the community. What kind of leadership is going to do daily trainings for you from different leaders every single day that literally show you how to do what we do? Not a thing. Who has team pages, 3, 5, 20 of them with 5 years of trainings for you to use? What company allows you to get your products for free? What company makes it? Y'all, I can go on and on. Auto bonus at the second rank. Y'all want me to preach to you, I can, but if you're somebody who's looking side to side at what everybody else is doing, oh, that girl got a caddy and I'm still, I want to go to that company. Okay, baby, you're going to have to maintain that rank that you couldn't hit here. And then you just gave up on something here, when if you just would have watered it and let it grow, you would have gotten it and maintained it. Now you're going to have to start over at a new company. People aren't going to trust you. People aren't going to believe you. They're going to wait for you to jump to your next company, right? Don't be that girl. If you're genuinely unhappy where you are, leave. Right? Leave. But I don't know a single one of you that is. I don't. But if you're wanting to leave because it looks easier somewhere else, you can't take the work ethic that you have right now over somewhere else and expect that you're going to be successful. Because what? Their comp plan won't pay you what ours does. When you unlock the levels that this comp plan has to give you, I promise you guys, it'll change your entire life. Entire life. So, end of month goals, and then I'm letting you guys go. I have 6 minutes. I want you guys to really get clear on your why here. I want you to stop allowing your excuses to be the reason that you don't show up every other day, that you half-ass this business. You cannot clock into your 9 to 5, sit there, play on the computer for 14 hours, not do your job, not do the important things, and then expect that you're going to get paid at the end of the week. You might, but you're also going to get called into the office, and you're probably going to get written up, and you're probably going to get fired. The only difference here is that you don't have a boss. I am not going to come in your inbox and be like, hey girl, you haven't done your IPAs today, have you? Not my job. I work my own business every single day, and I have for 3 years, and that's what created the habit. When you guys get into a routine that works for you and you start really getting envisioned on why you're here, not why I'm here, not my goals, not what kind of car I want, not what kind of car Rochelle wants, not what Lindsay got. She just got a Cadillac. That's amazing. Want to know how long that's been on her dream board? 4.5 years. Right? Like, you guys are so quick to give up. The second adversity hits, the second you have a headache, the second you have a bad day, can you call into your 9 to 5, 7 days a week because your head hurts, your ass hurts, you have a scratch? Like, y'all. And some of you started with such a big why, and I know because I look at them every single day, and you've lost that. And you forgot why you're here. And I need you guys to get real deep, okay? Maybe you're not here for the money, okay? I hear it all the time. I'm like, okay, girl, you rich, then why the fuck you here? Right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. We don't start because we have all the money in the world, and maybe you don't want 6 figures, but you're here for a reason. But if you're sitting here and you're like, I didn't start for the money. Okay. You want to thrive for free? Like, where are you at? What, you got to have a goal here. What are you showing up for? Why are you doing this for fun? No, you don't go to work for fun. Why are you here? You don't do this. Like, what? You have to have a goal. You have to have a why. Where do you want to go here? You want to make $10? That's still a win to me. But you can't just be like, I'm just like, money's cool for me. Okay, then what are you doing? Why aren't you at Freaking the Bahamas, the Bahigans. Why aren't you laying up on the sun somewhere? Where's your brand new house at? Why are you still renting? Do you want a house? Like, y'all, seriously, I love you guys, but seriously, you got to get vision. Linda had a dream to come home from the 9 to 5 that she hated. That was her dream. She had to get a dollar amount attached to that first. Maybe you don't want to make 6 figures a week. That's fine. That's fine. But what numbers do you want to see every single week to make you happy, to make you comfortable? Have you ever had a savings account before? Because I hadn't. That's all I wanted. Y'all, I wanted to I just wanted to replace my $250 income from my second job. That's all I wanted. Monthly. That's it. So don't think that your dream here isn't worthy enough. That's all I wanted. And I wanted to put one of my dad's bills on auto pay. That's it. When my dad died, I paid for his cremation in full in cash money. That's my flex. Jason's credit score just went up 640 points. Want to know how long it took me? 3 years worth of dream boards. I drove a broken down bougie ass car, but you want to know what my dream was to just have a car that drove out of my driveway and didn't break down. That's it. That's what I wanted. And some of y'all are like, I'm here to make friends, and I'm here to, like, you know, show other people that they can do it. And then you don't show up every day because you don't have a why. You don't have a vision. You don't have anything getting you up out of bed every day. My why when I started was to literally replace that second job that I hated so much, and I did that. Then it became I wanted to take over my dad's bills. I did that. Then it was I wanted to, I don't know, have a credit score. Did that. I took my auto bonus money because I didn't have a car payment, and I paid off my debt while working my 9 to 5 still. Y'all, my dream has never been to leave my 9 to 5. That's not like, could I? Sure. Do I want to? No. I like my job. Do I like that I get to work when I want and don't when I don't want to? Yeah, that was something I never had before. Knowing that I don't have to rely on a full-time job. Yep, that's great. But those are also all on my dream board. So why are you here? Why are you showing up every day? And if you don't know what that is, and you're really sitting here telling me that it's not for money, it's not for free product credit, it's not for this, why are you here then? Is that what gets you up out of bed every day? Are you working your business every day? Are you showing up to the best of your capacity? If not, you do have a why, you're ignoring it. I don't want to hear from y'all that it's like, every single one of us started not because we're rich. Every single one of you on here, I don't care how bougie you think you are, I don't care how better than anybody you think you are. It might be $10 extra that you need. Do you rent? Do you want to own your own house one day? Do you want to maybe get a truck? Do you want to get a car? Does your husband need a car? Does he want your own? Do you guys split one? Do you even have one? Or you're just like, I don't really need it. Okay, y'all, that's fine. Again, your dreams are my dreams, but you have to have a reason why you show up every day, and it can't be somebody else's. It can't just be the community. I don't care if you have a goal of making $10 a week. Get vision focused. Y'all, I have numbers on my dream boards that make Jason cringe. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But every single time I write something on that dream board and get to cross it off, he's like, okay, all right. But if I would have never wrote anything on my dream board, y'all, and I don't say that to gloat. I say that because I'm telling you, when you have to be vision focused, there are reasons that get me up out of my bed on my worst days. Some of y'all are really going through it right now, and I know that. Some of y'all really have a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Words are clearly hard. But if you had a vision so big that it literally made you cry at night, that it made you sweat, like, it wouldn't keep you in bed every single day and away from working your business if you had a vision and a why so big. Even on my worst days, I show up. Why? Because I have dreams to crush. I want 7-8 figures in my savings. Think that's gonna come if I lay in bed an extra hour? Probably not. If I show up and work my business, you know, here, there, nah. Work was just crazy. Work was just, Jason's being a dick. Y'all, I wouldn't work my business. You can't allow your why to become your excuse. I want a better life for me and Jay. And I'm a hell of a lot further than I was 2 years ago, but I'm not going to get any further if I don't show up. Right? I just need all of you to hear my heart. I need you guys to know that you have to have a reason why you show up here every day. I don't care if it's money or not, but you have to have a reason that you show up, because you'll notice that you're not showing up to the best of your capacity because you really don't have a why and you don't really know why you're here. And that's going to keep you exactly where you are. Rochelle wanting to retire. Y'all, when Rochelle joined, when it was me and her, it was like Linda, I think, did you go to, there was like, oh geez, okay. Rochelle was a baby. Y'all look at her and like, oh my God, Rochelle, right? And I'm like, it's Rochelle. Love her, but it's Rochelle. But she started just like every single one of you did. So did I. And our first dream was to bring Greg home, to know that at any time he does not have to re-enlist from the Army. He doesn't have to re-enlist and go back, that he can stay home. Guess what? We did that as a team. Right? Greg's coming home. That's huge. That house that she's in, that was something that she talked about when she was making, when me and her were making zero. Yeah, that's right. You were not an OG. I remember. Okay. I remember when you came though. It was, Kaylee was with us actually. Lindsay wasn't even somebody. It was like me, Rochelle, Kaylee. Kaylee's not here anymore, but Rochelle had to step the hell up because Kaylee left. She was like, Rochelle was like, oh God. I remember that. Right. But I also remember sitting there and talking to Rochelle about how all I wanted to do was leave my second job. That was all I wanted at first. And I did that. She was like, why are you here? And I was like, I just like, I want to make some money, I guess. I had no number goals. I had nothing. She had to really make me sit down and get really vision focused on what that number was, and not just a rank. Y'all, you can't say I'm 4K, but I want to go 80K. That's a big jump. You can do it. But instead, maybe be like, I want to have 6,000 in volume this month. Then you're going to get that. And then you're going to be like, all right, now I want to do 10,000 in month, right? Stop just going to the next rank because that's the next rank. What does that mean to you? What does 4K mean to you? What numbers are you going to see monthly? Anything? What does that mean to you? When I had 12K, there were numbers attached to that I needed to see. In order to leave my second job, I had to see certain numbers to be okay with leaving that job. So please, for the love of God, it's end of month. Can you guys all take some time tonight before you go to bed and really get vision focused on why you're here? Why are you showing up? And I promise you, put it in somewhere. I don't care if it's on your mirror. I don't care if it's an alarm that wakes you up every day. It needs to be so big that it gets you up on your worst days. Your worst days. Mental health days. Days your boyfriend's being a dick. Days that life really sucks. Y'all, I lost both my parents. Do you think I don't wake up some days and I'm like, I just don't want to wake up today. I want to cry. I'm upset. Right? And I do. I cry. I freak out. I have a heart attack. And then I get the hell up. I don't ever just sit there and be like, I'm not going to work my business today. I put 110% effort into my business every single day. Because if you don't, you're never going to get to your dreams. And I need you guys to have dreams first to know why you're showing up every day. And then you're going to notice that you show up a whole lot different. A whole lot different. You start getting, oh God. Found Hazel's toy. Nothing. Fine. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm making messes over here. I just dropped all my thank you cards, dropped the fan with my toe. It's fine. Hazel, we're good. My cat's like, what the fuck, mom? But I know this was really long and it was long-winded, but I needed you guys to like hear my heart. I need you guys to start showing up for something bigger than yourselves. Start showing up for where you are right now. And I want these goals to scare you. That's the point. It's something that seems so out of reach, something that's like, I could never get there, but it'd be really nice. And that's what I want. But I also need you guys to have maintainable and achievable goals. And maybe right now that's just making $100 a week. Then you're going to get there. Then you're going to change that to be nice to make like $200 or $250. But also y'all have to remember, this is sales. So you might have $100 week and then next week make $4,000. And all you wanted to do was make 250 last week. And then you're upset because you made 50, but you just made $4,000 this week. Right? Think about it as like, what do I want to make a month here? You're going to have bad weeks. Not every week you're going to be an enrolling machine, but you could have one week that's really shitty and the next week make up for that whole entire month for you. But you need to start showing up. You need to stop putting your why onto everybody else. I need you to start a podcast. I love you. I love you. I love you. I think people would kick me off, Linda. I think it's inappropriate. My voice, like I think I'd get in trouble or something. But I love y'all. And I hope you have the best month. And I hope you guys really, truly get just vision focused with why you're here. Because if I can do it, somebody who walked through the hardest seasons of my life and got the hell back up, y'all, I showed up and I'm different, but we all have shit. Just because you guys don't see my shit, because I don't air out my dirty laundry, I don't give up when it's hard, doesn't mean I'm not going through shit behind the scenes. Me and Jason had the roughest week in a while this week. I am trying. I just went from working, in accounting, sitting at a desk all day where I could be on my phone all freaking day, to being a property goddamn manager. I'm on my feet all day. I'm in people's houses. I'm evicting them. I'm yelling at them. They're yelling at me. They're telling me what they hate. I'm doing this, right? I'm being pulled in 45 different directions. And I'm also trying to figure out a routine that works for my business, but I'm still showing up. You guys wouldn't know that by looking at my social media, that this week has been one of the hardest weeks personally for me ever in a long time, because I still show up. I don't allow that shit to stop me. So get up. Y'all, we have a month left. If you're like, oh my God, y'all, when I hit 12K, I was thousands away. Thousands. And I did it within, I don't know, a day. I remember being like, Rochelle, I can't do this. Like, I am way too far away. Guess what? Homegirl did it. And she closed out at $21,000 in team sales that month. So anything is possible. Your next 12K can join you tomorrow. The person that's going to bring you to 4K can join you tomorrow. The person that's going to bring you to the rank that you want to be, or the bonus that you want, and the weekly paychecks that you want, can join you tomorrow. But I need you guys to start really putting your why out there. And if you need a podcast, or you need a T for two, those are thrivers. Those girls are, I love them. Like, I listen to them on repeat. I will listen to them all the time. That is a podcast that I really highly suggest. T for two. Amazing. But you really go into our team page and type in why. What? Like, why? You're going to hear 95 trainings on how to find your why. Because if you're like, I don't know where to start, message me. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get real deep and rooted. I'm real good at that. Because I know every single one of you is here. None of you had to show up on the Zoom tonight and you chose to. It's the end of the month. You guys could have been like, I think I'm good. Like, July 1st is looking a whole lot better. Y'all, I made $4,000, $3,800 my first year here. That's it. In a year. A year. If I would have given up, I wouldn't have seen the double 5-figure year I just saw like this past year. I quadrupled my income from the first year. This year, I'm already on track to have my first 6-figure year ever. Me, Samantha, who went through shit. So I don't want to hear that a single one of you is like, oh, I haven't made a paycheck yet, or like, I'm just like not. Y'all, how are your conversations? If I were to go into your inbox right now, are you guys having conversations at all? Are you expecting people are going to come to you? I am all about, y'all, I talk to people all day long. It's my favorite thing to do. I voice message. I'm like, girl, y'all, I do. I have conversations. Every single one of you that's enrolled with me is because I grew a relationship with you. Some of you for years. I was interacting on your stuff. I was loving on you. I was in your inbox. Julie knows. That's why she's shaking her head. Tanya, Shayla was under somebody else. Lindsay, Natasha Tarian, Dawn Martin, same thing. Mariah, anybody on my team cannot tell me that I didn't grow a relationship with them first. Period. You guys have to be treating people like your homies, y'all. Like, I don't want people to just join my team because they want to be money hungry. I need to know who their kids are. Are they pregnant? Are they expecting? When's their due date? What's their boyfriend's name? Where are they living at? What kind of house do they want? Like, what are we working for here? Because it's not just what you're working for. I need to know what we are showing up for today. Because if you guys aren't hitting your goals, I'm not hitting mine. It does not make me feel happy to not see you guys showing up for your goals. I'm like, what the hell are these girls doing? There is so much worth and so much capability into every single one of you. And I pray to God that the way that you run out of this month, y'all know, I'm going to say it. I can't get off without saying it. The way you end a fucking month is the way you start a month. So if y'all give up today, you're giving up for July 1st. How's Christmas going to look if you give up right now? That tracker is going to restart. And in case y'all didn't know, me, Rochelle, Lindsay, Casey, Rob, all of us, we all start at 0 on the 1st, just like every single one of you. 0. On 2 trackers. I have to go on my account, Jason's account. We're both at 0. We all start at 0. But the way that I end my month every single month is the same exact momentum I bring into next. Sure, this month might have been shitty. Are you going to bring the work ethic that you had all this month into next? Are you going to get off of here, take this momentum, and go do something about it? That's what matters. Anybody can show up. Anybody can put their products up on their stories, right? Anybody can sell a product. I tell these girls that come to me from TikTok, I'm like, listen, if you're going to be one of those girls that wants to sell something, I am not your girl. I hope you go find another thriver, but I am not it. I want to know who you are. I don't just say, girl, these are the options. This is the promoter packs. We thrive for. I'm like, who are you? Why are you in my inbox? What's your name? Who are, like, do you have friends? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have kids? Like, these girls will tell me their whole life story. I'm taking care of my mom. I'm 21 years old. My dad died. I'm taking care of my mom. I'm a dog mom, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm talking pages. Why? Because I took 2 seconds instead of spitting them a comp plan to ask them who they are. You know how many people are in my inbox right now from TikTok? Half of them don't really care, right? They're like, I want info on how to make money. I'm like, why? Because those are the people that are going to come into my business and walk out in 2 days, because it doesn't happen overnight. Those are the people that I'm going to tell them the pack options, and they're going to be like, right? Instead of, I'm going to figure out a way to do that because I want to change my life. It's time. Some of these girls I'm talking to, I've been voice messaging them back and forth all night. And they've talked to me. They tell me who they are. They tell me what their goals are. They tell me where they want to go. So I promise you, show up for those people that might not need you today, but are going to need you in a year, in a month, in a week, when life changes for them. I love you guys.